We live? Are we live? Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? I didn't even check the audio or anything. I hope it works. If there's anybody out there, please, let me know. I didn't share this. I'm slacking on my Mackin'. So maybe you're watching this after it happened. Let me know if you're in the house. Let me share this here. Let's see. Copy. Bryant's in the house. What's going on, Bryant? Thanks for coming. Let me know if everything looks good, sounds good. I literally just got home, jumped on the computer. I was like, oh snap, forgot about the live stream. Well, I didn't forget. It was just I was running late. So here I am. What's going on, Sammy B? Frugal Faction in the house. It's good to see you guys. I know it's a little weird. Haven't really shared the link to this at all today, so which is usually pretty rare for me. Pretty rare. Norman's in the house. What's going on, Norman? Long time no see. How is everything? I'm just going to quickly share this on my main page because I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So let's do it right now. See who else joins us. Join us. Join us. Join us. All right. It's all good, though. It's all good. Might just be a small, intimate live stream today. No biggie. Oh, man, life has been crazy. I got so much to tell you guys. But let's see what's going on. What'd you guys say here? What'd you guys say here? All right, all right. You guys doing all right? Getting my tire for my truck fixed and the windshield. Hey, at least you're okay, man. That's what I always say with car accidents. At least you're okay. If you can walk away from an accident, wasn't that bad. It sucks. I mean, I've had cars get totaled. The car that I did have, I gave to my little brother. And he totaled it, so that was cool. Not. But he's okay, and that's what matters most, right? So let's talk a little bit. There's a few things to talk about. Like I said, there might be only a few of us here today, so we can really get down to the nitty-gritty. Where is my handkerchief? Where the heck? Damn it. Why do I always do this? So I got an issue. My allergies are terrible, but you guys already know that. Please hold. Please hold. No, I didn't wipe my nose on an old shirt. What? No. I didn't do that at all. No. What? All right. So let's talk about a few things here. Let's start with, you know what? Let me share this right now. Let me share this on the Book of Faces because I didn't do that. I think I shared it on. No, I didn't share it on Twitter. I totally did not share it on Twitter. Well, who cares, right? Who cares? Maybe it's just us today. Maybe it's just us. Join us. We'll see. We'll see who comes on. We'll see who comes on. But yeah, 3 things I want to talk about today. Some people were a little surprised to see me back in a wrestling ring so soon after I announced that you might not see me in a wrestling ring for a little while. But just smacked the mic a little bit. Sorry about that. But like I said before, I don't like to use the R word. The R word in this situation meaning retired. Because you never know. My thought process is now, and I really gave it a lot of thought on like what my wrestling career looks like going forward. I don't care, and I'm going to say this, I don't care to be in a major promotion. Like some people are like, oh, we want to see you in AEW, we want to see you in WWE. I don't care. Don't care about being part of them. I mean, if things were to work out that way, awesome. That would be really cool. But it's not like my life's goal. It's not my life's goal right now. But something that I am looking to do is if there's opportunities to wrestle and it's something that I feel passionate about, maybe some sort of creative outlet, maybe I'm wrestling someone that it would mean a lot to me to wrestle, there's a good chance that I'll do it. But it has to be something that means a lot to me. For example, what's going on, Marvin? Marvin's in the house. Brian said, glad you retired from drinking soda, not wrestling. yeah. The soda, I've been doing a really good job staying away from that, surprisingly. So yeah, this specific opportunity was to go against a really good friend of mine and Stan Michael, and also in my hometown, wrestling where I live, literally 15 minutes down the road. How could I say no to that? In one of the biggest malls in the whole country. I think it's like the 12th biggest mall, which doesn't sound like it's that big, but it's a big mall. It's a big mall. So how do I say no to that? You know what I mean? That was something that really I gravitated towards. And speaking of that, there are other opponents that I have. I have like a wish list of opponents. If I have the opportunity to go against one of those guys, I'm going to take it. If I have the opportunity to wrestle for a promotion that would really excite me, maybe in a state that would really excite me, hey, Sammy B, maybe I'll end up in Canada one day. I've never wrestled in Canada. How sick would that be? So these are sort of like the things that would make me want to get back in the ring. I don't, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I always enjoy wrestling, but I feel like the way my life is structured right now, I can't go to training multiple times a week. I can't spend 2 hours a day working out. I can't do shows every single weekend. I don't have that in me. So I no longer look at it as a future or a profession as much as I look at it as a hobby, you know? And I think for some people, that might be bummer. That might be a bummer to hear because you're like, oh man, I wanted to see you in AEW. I wanted to see you make it big. I wanted to see you get some redemption and Impact Wrestling. But, you know, listen, sometimes that's just the way life works. If you don't know, I have a brand spanking new baby, less than 6 months old, so it's important for me to be a present father. I don't want to be, you know, a father who just isn't around at all. You know what I mean? So these are all things that I've had to really think hard about, you know, and not easy choices, not easy choices at all, but important ones, I think, you know? All right, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see what we've got. All right, so that's it for wrestling. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer the balanced life, man. Exactly. I couldn't make it, like, to me, if you're not training at least twice a week, working out every single day, or at least 5 days a week, and trying to be part of a show, or at least assist with a show, or be involved in wrestling in some way over the weekend, then you're not trying hard enough in order to make it. I am not willing to do those things the way my life is structured right now. So therefore, I don't think I'm going to make it, you know, and I don't think I can expect to. Like I said, if things happen to align a certain way and I'm lucky, then I'm a lucky man. You know what I mean? But otherwise, this is how I'm doing it. This is how we're rolling. All right, let's talk about WrestleMania. I think at this point, at least a handful of matches have been announced. Haven't watched WWE in ages, and WrestleMania. All right, yeah. All right, perfect. Sammy B just mentioned WrestleMania. Let's talk about WrestleMania. There's a bunch of matches on the card so far. It seems like a lot of people are most excited about Edge versus AJ Styles. And I'm one of those people. Edge just turned heel, attacked AJ Styles. He's now the bad guy of the match. I kind of thought it'd be the other way around, where we saw a heel AJ Styles versus a babyface Edge. But they decided to switch it up on us, and that's okay. That's okay. Brian says a healthy work-life balance is key. I agree. And then, you know, it'd be one thing if I was, you know, a single man. If this was 7 years ago, single man, no kids, and this was my only dream. But the cool thing about my life, something that I think is cool, is I have so many dreams. There's so many different pots that I like to put my hands into, and like I said, it's bittersweet sometimes because I could definitely become a jack of all trades but master of none. You know, so I might look at my life when I'm 40 years old and look back and go, not that like 40 is the end, but it's kind of like you're out of your prime, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's say 50 years old. I might look back and go, oh man, I should have put all my focus into wrestling. I should have put all my focus into acting. I should have put all my focus into music. But you can't live with regrets like that, you know? Can't live with regrets. Do I think Cody Rhodes is going back to WWE? I don't think so. A lot of people are like, oh, Cody, they're going to pick him up. But here's the truth. Cody did a great job making a name for himself outside of WWE, but I still don't think it's to the point where like he's looked at as like an Undertaker or a Brock Lesnar or even a Goldberg, unfortunately, or even a Roman Reigns. Like I don't think WWE views him in that way. So like they might hire him, but I feel like just as easily they might not, you know? WrestleMania. Let's talk WrestleMania some more. So we have two, both women, right? Yeah, women's title matches. We have Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte, and we have Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Which one are you guys looking forward to most? Who do you hope wins? Who do you think's going to win? I'll share my opinion right now. I think Bianca Belair is going to beat Becky Lynch, and I think she should beat Becky Lynch. I'm a big fan of Bianca Belair. I don't know if you guys know that. Big fan. Big fan of Bianca. And as far as Charlotte and Ronda, I would like Charlotte to win, but I'm pretty sure Ronda's going to walk away with that title. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I'm like 99.9% sure. Especially because SmackDown is on Fox. Fox is all about the sports. They want to see these type of people on SmackDown. Lesnar, Ronda, and now they are on SmackDown. You know what I mean? So, like, that's important to Fox. So I do think that Ronda is going to end up walking away with the strap. What other matches do we have? We have The Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios. Don't care about it. Probably won't even watch it. Maybe that'll be my bathroom break. What do you guys think? Anybody excited for that one? I think I hear the crickets outside. And they recently just announced earlier today, it's official, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Another match I am not looking forward to at all. Okay, so Bryant says, I still wanted Roman Reigns versus The Rock. So let's switch over to the main event. Let's talk about Lesnar versus Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is actually going to win. And we might still get Roman versus The Rock. If he becomes undisputed champion and holds onto that title even longer, maybe at like, I don't know. What's the next big pay-per-view after that? Survivor Series is a long time away. I don't know. Maybe at just any of the pay-per-views that follow up, we'll see that match, you know? We'll see Roman Reigns. My guess is Roman Reigns is going to win. He's going to beat Brock. And then most likely, they have WrestleMania Backlash. Could just see a rematch. We might see a rematch. But I would love for him to hold on to that title and face The Rock as well. And beat The Rock. I know people are like, oh, that's a lot of Roman Reigns. You're going to beat Lesnar, beat The Rock. Who's going to beat him? The person that I think should beat Roman Reigns is... I don't know. I don't know who should beat Roman Reigns. It should be someone who's kind of up and coming, that would make a name for themselves if they did beat Roman Reigns. An underdog type of person. So who fits that role? Or maybe even, if not any of that, Seth Rollins. And I say Seth Rollins because he technically did beat Roman. Remember, he won by disqualification. And I thought, I don't love his new gimmick, but I do feel like it has a lot of potential. Like, I thought, you know, it's cool that he played mind games with Roman and dressed up in the Shield attire. Stuff like that was really cool. And I think if they do more things like that with him, where they make him less weird and more crazy. That's my opinion. Because sometimes he just comes off as like an oddball. You know, like, okay, this guy's weird. But I think if they made him less weird and more like cuckoo, that'd be good. And I think that covers all of WrestleMania right now. I'm assuming we're going to see a rematch between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Assuming that. And hopefully Finn Balor wins. But I can see them putting over Damian Priest if they decide to really have him embrace his dark side. His Damian side. What else? More than likely we'll see Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Hopefully Sami Zayn wins that. I don't want to see Johnny Knoxville as Intercontinental Champ. To me, that's just too weird. Like, what? Nah, I don't need to see all that, you know? Who else do we have? And I think so far that's it for Mania. We're also looking at potentially Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Carmella and Zelina Vega for the Women's Tag Championship. I don't think that should be the only competitors. Like, I feel like if they do that match, it should be a few different teams going for those titles. Like, for example, maybe you can team up Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, throw them in that match. You can team up Nikki Ash and Doudrop, have them in that match. You can have Natalya and Tamina tag again, have them in that match. You know what I mean? I feel like it should be multiple tag teams because they haven't developed a story, really. Now, a lot of people thought, maybe still think, that Randy Orton and Riddle are going to come to head before Mania and fight each other. What do you guys think? Are we going to see a Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton match? I don't know. Or maybe they'll be, you know, involved in the tag title scene again. I don't know. Beats a me. Let's see here. We're just going to let more people know that we're here. If you guys have any thoughts, please chime in. I'm over here running my mouth like da 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 da. So yeah, if you have any thoughts about anything I'm saying about WrestleMania, let me know. So Brian thinks so. Brian thinks we'll see Randy Orton versus Riddle at Mania. Now, the obvious is Randy Orton turns on Riddle. Is there any other way you guys see this happening? Like Riddle turning on Randy Orton? I just can't picture that. I can't, but because I can't picture it, maybe that would be a genius thing to do. You know? I don't know. Just the thought. Just the thought. Like, wouldn't it be genius to have Riddle turn on Randy? Because he'd be like, oh, he loves Randy. He loves Randy. He would oh my gosh. He really just did. But also, we've seen already 2 heel turns on Raw for singles matches. You know, Edge and Damian Priest. So, like, I don't know if they doing it a third time. I don't know. They would need something more interesting, I feel like, to happen in that storyline. I don't know what it is, but, like, maybe, I don't know, #1 contendership match for the WWE title. And the opportunity is going to go to one of them. And the only way to figure it out is to have them fight each other. I'd be cool with that, you know? Sounds a bit weird. Definitely sounds a bit weird, right? I can't picture that at all. Like, hey, Randy, and then he just clocks him or something. I don't know about all that. That might be strange. Might be strange. If you haven't already, don't forget to Hulk smash that like button like it owes you money. I am the cheapest wrestler in the world, Matt Rivera. This was kind of a last-minute live stream. I didn't promote it throughout the day like I usually do. Things have been crazy. So let me backtrack to that. We'll get off the WrestleMania topic, and I will talk a little bit about my life, things that are going on, and then we will jump into WWE 2K22. So, I had plans for a lot of different things. Romero's in the house. Is that true? Is that true, Romero? Because my dad was at the first WrestleMania. Let me know if that's true. They lose the titles because Orton did break when Riddle was on the ground, and then Riddle gets mad and attacks Orton. Oh, okay. Americano's in the house. What's going on? Welcome to the live stream, guys. Glad to have you here. Don't forget to Hulk smash that like button like it owes you money. And if you so feel obligated, if you feel it in your loins that you want to do it, and you want to click that super chat button, super chats make me dance. It's always appreciated. Money goes right into the channel to make it bigger and better than it ever has been before. Yeah. All those things. So, March 26th, I have a match. I have a match in the Palisades Center. I'm really stoked for it. I think last time they said they had like 40,000 people show up altogether. 40,000? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? You know, I'm like, that's crazy. That's a lot of people. So yeah, I haven't been uploading as much. I had plans for an extreme reaction video, a cheap meals video. I wanted those things to already be up and running, but I just haven't had the chance. Haven't had the chance because I'm getting ready for this match. You know, like instead of recording, I'm working out. Instead of promoting YouTube and TikTok, I'm promoting the match. That's kind of just taken over for now. You know, obviously the match in 3 weeks will be over, and then we'll probably switch back into full YouTube mode, you know what I mean? Yes, it is true. I'll have to ask him about that. Yeah, because my dad was definitely at the first WrestleMania. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Match, big match coming up. Looking to go all out in this one. I feel like my last little wrestling run that was like 6 matches, I played it safe. It had been so long since I'd been in the ring that I was really cautious and careful about everything I did. I'm kind of looking to go a little crazy on this one. Like, I want people to watch the match and be like, what the heck? What'd they give this guy before he came out here? Just a shot of adrenaline? Now he's running up and doing all these crazy things? I want to have some fun with this one. Really excited for it. Let's talk. We got about 10 minutes left of this live stream. Let's talk WWE 2K22. I haven't pre-ordered it. I should, just so I get all this stuff. But, What's going on, John? What's going on? John is in the house. John in the building. We got a lot of new people. A lot of new people in the live stream. I know it's a very small live stream. Like I said, this is kind of snuck this one in. I didn't really promote it like I usually do with my live stream. So that's okay. That's okay. It's a little more intimate because he's super crazy. Yeah, I am super crazy. WWE2K22. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've seen the trailers and whatnot. I think they did a great job as far as updating how the matches look, how the wrestlers look, the details. You are a new person. Is it Kasei? Either way, welcome to the live stream. Glad you're here. I hope I pronounced your name right at least one of the two times. But I appreciate you being here. Guys, I'm going to do a live stream. It's about 30 minutes long every 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for it. Usually I promote it a little bit more than I did this one. So there's not as many people here, but it's all good. What's my favorite film? Ooh, I have a few, but I think one of my all-time favorite. I'll give you two. Seven. If you guys have not seen the movie Seven, excellent movie. Definitely check it out. Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, and it was the second one. Okay, perfect. I don't remember which one was the second one. Kasei? Let me know if it's Kasei. Just say yes or no. Because I want to pronounce it right. I had, I don't think, yeah, Janai's not here, but Janai had to tell me a few times how to pronounce the name because I was like, Janai? Okay, Kasei. All right, Kasei, well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you're here. And, yeah. Oh, so Seven. If you haven't seen Seven, definitely check that out. And the other one is Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Both movies came out like maybe over 20 years ago at this point, but excellent films. I love them both for different reasons, but yeah, they're definitely up there. Definitely 2 out of my top 5. So WWE 2K22. Graphics look great. Movements look great. I think, though, the issue with the 2K franchise is they make everything look so real. Like, everything's supposed to look legit. It's supposed to look like real attacks. It's supposed to look like you're playing the actual TV, right? My issue with that is it's still a video game. Like, nah, I want to do like a super F5 off the Titantron and have somebody land on top of a ladder. Like, I want to do crazy stuff. I want to be in Times Square and do a frog splash from a helicopter. You know, I don't need it to be too realistic. I think a little bit less realism makes for a fun game. You know what I mean? That's kind of my thought there. Like, I'd rather it be a little less realistic and a little more fun. Because even, like, certain finishers, like, I'm like, oh, that looked a little lame. That didn't even look like it hurt because they made it so realistic that's like, you know? Where can we watch your match? So, Kasei, I do have a bunch of matches uploaded already on my channel. There's a playlist called Wrestling Matches, so you can check that out. And I have some really, really old ones and then some really, really recent ones. But as far as this match goes, I think it's going to be streamed. So I'm going to get some more information on that for you guys, or it might be uploaded to the American Coliseum Wrestling channel. If you guys don't follow ACW, American Coliseum Wrestling, definitely check them out on Facebook. And I don't know if they have a YouTube, but Facebook and Instagram for sure. Looking forward to My Rise and My GM. So I'm looking forward to My Rise. I hope it's a good story. I hope they do a good job with it. My GM, I don't know. I don't know about My GM. It's just not my cup of tea. But apparently they made a lot of really cool updates. So if you are a fan of My GM, if you were, then you should really like this version. Hey, 221, what's going on? Or 221. I'm not sure, but either way, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the channel. You've already seen a lot of them. Oh, I appreciate that, Kasei. Yeah. I'll let you know if this next one is live. I hope it is. But you will see it either way. I don't know if it'll be live. I'm hoping it's live. I don't know. But thank you guys for the support. Like I said, a lot of new faces here today. I didn't really push this live stream like I normally do. Usually I promote it on Twitter, on Discord, on not TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. But I didn't do any of that this time. I was just kind of like, hey, it's going to happen. And then at 6 o'clock, I started loading it up. Next time, I'll give you guys a little more of a heads up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you guys haven't already, don't forget to Hulk smash that like button like it owes you money. Because you know how we feel about money on the Cheap Wrestler channel. You know how we feel about money on the Cheap Wrestler channel. We don't waste it. So hit that like. Don't play. So we have less than 5 minutes left to go in this live stream. What do you guys want to talk about? Let me know. What do you guys want to talk about? Sugar Mama got me this iced coffee. It's pretty stoked. You know, if you don't know, I love coffee. Coffee's like one of my weaknesses. No wasting money. No, never wasting money. That's why I gotta smack that like button. Give it a little pow. Oh, and I also usually admit. My brain is like I spit all over myself. Talk about the figures in the back. Yes. So, as you can see, there's a bunch of pop filters here. I had Dunkin' Donuts in LA. It's awesome. Do they not have Dunkin' Donuts in Canada, Sammy B? Do they not have Dunkin' Donuts in Canada? Is that true? All right, so let's talk about these pop filters. A lot of new. Marcus is in the house. What's going on, Marcus? Welcome to the live stream. Got a nice intimate live stream going on here. So welcome. We have about 5 minutes left, a little bit less. So let's talk about the pop figures. So I always get asked, well, if you're cheap, why do you have pop figures? So here's the deal. About 90% of these I did not buy. I have a little recording studio called Pop Filter Studios. If you don't know what a pop filter is, it's a little piece that goes in front of the microphone to prevent your hard p and your ts and your t from going into the mic and sounding too intense. So I was like, Pop Filter Studios, what if we put a whole bunch of pops in here? That would be cool. So people who come to the studio sometimes give me a pop and they're like, oh, I'll put this in the studio somewhere. Or when people ask me, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? What do you want as a random gift? They will get me pop figures. So I've just kind of been associated with these. And over the years, it's just grown and grown and grown. And yeah, now this is what it's become. The madness. I'm really liking the CM Punk and MJF segment. So I actually just finished watching Dynamite earlier today. And yeah, me too. MJF is an excellent heel. I think they're doing a really good job with that story. CM Punk was nice and bloodied up. He looked rough, but that was great. I'm enjoying them as well, Bryant. Do you play any other video games besides martial art, wrestling, sports games? Oh, yeah. K-Sai, oh my gosh. I'm a huge RPG nerd. I haven't played much recently, but I'm a huge RPG nerd. Your Final Fantasies, Star Ocean, Legends of Dragoon, like, yeah, it's ridiculous. But the game that I actually was just playing most recently was the Miles Morales Spider-Man. And I know it's come out a while ago, but I just picked it up, and I think I'm almost done with it. They used to be back in the days, but they all got shut down. Wow, the only one is close to Niagara Falls. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that, Sammy B. I guess that's why America runs on Dunkin', right? And not North America runs on Dunkin'. I don't know. Watching from Croatia. Croatia's in the house. Croatia in the house. Hey. I always love when people come from other countries besides the United States. You know, we got Canada in the building. Croatia's in the house. I know we have some people from Turkey, from India, from Africa. Speaking of Africa, I haven't seen Time Traveler in a really long time. Time Traveler used to always be part of these. What the? You have a Final Fantasy shrine in your room. What's your favorite Final Fantasy? Canada runs on Tim Hortons and maple syrup. Is Tim Horton... It is a Canadian coffee, right? Tim Horton? Okay, so I'm from Finland. I love that. From Finland. Hey, man, I'm watching for South Dakota in the house. Nice. Final Fantasy VII, of course, that's fair. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X. Top two for me. Top two. Can you say my name, please? What's going on? Big J Films in the house. Welcome to the live stream. And I didn't just say your name because you asked me to. I said it because I appreciate you being here. So thank you, Big J. Thank you. Yes, Tim Hortons is Canadian, but there are a few in the USA. Okay, you know what's funny about that? I actually just recently discovered Tim Horton, Sammy B. I was in the supermarket the other day buying, tuna and whatnot. And I was like, I need coffee. And it wasn't like too expensive, the Tim Horton. I was like, let me try this. And now I'm like in love with it. I decaf Tim Horton, regular maple. Oh, that makes so much sense. They have a maple flavor. It's a Canadian coffee. Oh, because I love the maple flavor too. All right. What? You don't like it? I'm over here singing its graces, and you don't like it? All right. Okay. Well, fine then. Thank you, Big J. I appreciate it. Much love right back. You should check out a cool game. You like high-end coffee shop. Well, excuse me, Sammy B. Excuse me. Check out a cool game called Hollow Knight. No, I actually don't know Hollow Knight. What system is that for? Hey, Matt, I remember you were on Cheapskate. Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen, TNA, I think TNA should have signed me, right? And I'm not just saying this just to say it, because I think I would have brought a level of entertainment to TNA at that time that they needed. Even now, like, I say I'm not pursuing Impact Wrestling or AEW or anything like that, but do I think I have something to offer in the world of wrestling? Hell yes. Hell yes. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to say my farewells. I am the cheapest wrestler in the world, Matt Rivera. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. There's going to be another one. There's going to be more. I appreciate you guys being here. I got to get going. I got to run. I got to start working out. Get ready for this match. I'll see you guys real soon. It's time to make change, baby. Peace.